Welcome to the Aesthetic Business Masters podcast, the show where we help clinic owners, injectors, and practice managers grow their business with real-world results, insights from industry leaders, and I am your host, Nicole Montgomery. Today I'm joined with a very special guest, April Dunn. April Dunn, RN, is the founder and clinical lead at Platinum by April, a Canberra clinic known for natural, results-driven skin and cosmetic treatments. She's also the clinician behind Nurse's Choice, an LED therapy brand focused on evidence-based, user-friendly, light devices and education for both clinics and at-home care. April's work blends safety, science, and patient experience to deliver real-world results. April, welcome to the Aesthetic Business Masters. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, April. Welcome to the Aesthetic Business Masters. We're so glad you're here.
Me too. I'm super excited. Thanks for inviting me onto the podcast.
So, April, can you give us a background on your journey into aesthetics, into launching your own clinic, and later, of course, the incredible brand Nurse's Choice?
Yes. So I first started my career at the hospital like so many other nurses. And then it gradually started taking over my life with the night shifts and missing out on a majority of the events that we all love, like Christmas. And then I was like, I still want to help people, but I can't continue doing these night shifts. So that's when I fell into the cosmetic injectable industry, which I'm still helping people with in another area of their life. So that's kind of where I fell into the aesthetic industry, and it just took off. Like in a couple of months, I was back to back. I had a great clientele, and then that's where Platinum by April began. So I've got now 2 clinics here in Canberra. I've got 7 staff members, and I absolutely love it. So then I was looking at getting a new retail product in our clinic, and that's when Nurse's Choice was brought to life. So that's an at-home LED face mask called Nurse's Choice, and I now retail it over 50 clinics here in Australia. So that's kind of how it all came together.
That's so incredible. So you saw a demand and you've filled a hole in the market.
100%. Like there are so many LED face masks on the market, but none of them were going to fit into my clinic like Nurse's Choice does. So, which I will talk a little bit about further down. So, yeah.
Excellent. And for clinicians listening, how do you explain photobiomodulation and the key wavelengths you rely on?
Okay, so it's the process where there are specific wavelengths of light that penetrates the skin and interacts with the cells to stimulate repair. So this is where it's going to help reduce inflammation and boost the overall function of your skin. So I kind of think about it as a first aid kit for your skin. So it's giving your skin cells an energy source that absorb the light, and then they kickstart a natural healing response. When it comes to LED light therapy, I have 4 wavelengths that are the most important wavelengths when it comes to getting those in-clinic results at home. The first one is red light therapy. So with science-backed, the best range is 630 nanometers, and it boosts overall collagen production and improves the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So great for anyone that walks into your clinic and wants to either treat your wrinkles or prevent that as well. Second is your yellow light, which is 590 nanometers. It's great to improving the appearance of uneven skin tone and reducing pore size. So that's where I'd be people also with like rosacea, redness, I'd be getting them straight on yellow light therapy. Then you've got your blue light, which is 460 nanometers, and it's really, really great for especially teenagers that are suffering from breakouts, over oil production. It's really going to help with that. And I find that that's a condition where you need that constant care. It's not just a one-stop shop. You need to have something at home where you continue that care, or it's just going to come back. Then you've got your infrared light. With Nurse's Choice, this is so good because you can actually use your infrared light with any of the wavelengths. So we use the 850 nanometers, which assists with stimulating the formation of collagen and helps with elastin as well. So they're the 4 main wavelengths that we use when it comes to LED light therapy.
What I really love about Nurse's Choice is using it for my teenagers. They literally fight over the LED mask. And as you know, we met at Beauty Expo and I spoke to literally like maybe 4 or 5 people who, laser trainers and very experienced in light therapy in the industry. And I said, the only thing I want to get at Expo this weekend is an LED. And I hadn't bought one by the Sunday. And every single one of them said, you have to get the Nurse's Choice one. It's the best one. It's got the greatest strength. And it truly does. My son has been suffering from like a dermatitis, eczema type thing on his hands, and it is just miraculously healed. It's fantastic. And I've bought so many lotions and potions for months and months and months. So I think separate to obviously wrinkles and pores, which are very important, it's just fantastic for everything. And it's something that like even a 12-year-old can put on.
Yeah, I guess like anyone can use it, and there's so many reasons someone can use it. It's not just going to treat one thing on a person. It is going to treat everything as a whole. So it is great. Anyone and everyone can use it. It's super safe. And yeah, it's definitely, LED therapy is one of my favorite treatments and definitely sometimes can be overlooked.
Yeah, I think versatile was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
So, which concerns do you see the strongest outcomes for LED, and how do you set your patient expectations?
So when it comes to in clinic, I find that a lot of people are wanting to use it to heal the skin, to boost that recovery. Like we're all super busy in our day-to-day lives. No one has that downtime anymore. No one has time for it. So I think it's great to implement into your clinics to help those clients speed up their recovery while also helping other underlying concerns that client may have. So I actually recommend LED therapy as like not just an add-on in clinics. I know a lot of people have those machines in clinic, but LED works with consistency. So, and someone doesn't have the time to come in every day to the clinic or every second day. So they want to take something away and continue that care at home. So I use it a lot in my clinics to speed up that recovery time, to speed up those results. And it's such a competitive market at the moment. And you want to stand out from everyone. You want to continue results at home. And that's what I'm doing with Nurse's Choice.
Absolutely. And I love how on your social media, everyone's multitasking. You've got people with their mask on in the sauna, ready to cook, on top of a sheet mask, because you're right, we're all trying to do 10,000 things at once. Do you have any favorite protocols or anything that you love pairing with the LED?
So in terms of when it comes to light therapy, you can use Nurse's Choice in combination with any of the colors. So you're going to get results not just in the dermis, but superficially as well. Another great thing is we've actually launched at the moment, which I've got here with me, the hyaluronic acid Nurse's Choice serum. So this works so well incorporated with Nurse's Choice because when you use LED therapy, it actually opens up the channels, and then when you put your hyaluronic acid serum on, it's going to work so much more effectively. So that is our protocol at the moment, is 10 minutes a day, 3 times a week with our Nurse's Choice hyaluronic acid serum post-treatment.
Amazing. And is there any safety things that people should know, like you can't use it on top of sunburn or if you're pregnant, or are there any non-negotiables for safe LED use in clinic and or at home?
So I guess when it comes to any treatment, it's really important if you have any concerns especially like if you're pregnant, to go to your doctor and make sure that you are suitable for LED. So when anyone's pregnant breastfeeding, I always say talk to your doctor before going down the treatment route with LED. Otherwise, you can use it for nearly anything else. And I guess it's only because, which most of us know, there's no research to know if it is causing any harm, which I believe personally that the risk is so low. But as a nurse, I ideally can't be the one to determine if it's safe or not. So we always say, go talk to your doctor about it, and they will let you know if it's safe for that certain individual.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. And I mean, goodness, you've grown so quickly when, since entering the industry, and then to go from one clinic to two, and obviously to have clients trusting you and buying retail from you and their products for home use. What does a high trust patient journey look like in your clinic from consult to aftercare?
Guess it's about building that relationship to start and end, like building that consultation, but making sure that they understand expectations. Like, I guess in today's society with social media and all that, people just believe that they're going to look a certain way by doing one treatment. So I really talk to that individual, talk about not only their goals, but also their what they can do financially, put the best treatment plan in place with them. And then it's that follow-up as well. So I follow up all my clients, so either myself or my clinical manager, to check in on them and make sure that, because we do this every day, they don't do this every day. It's so easy for them to forget a step, which may be so important. So I reckon following up that client, getting them in for those reviews and educating them. I find that that's how I've built such a successful business in this ever-changing industry, and I have such a great rapport with my clients. Yeah, so giving them the outcomes they want, trust, education, and being there every step of the journey.
Such great advice. So true. And as a client, when somebody does follow up with you, it really makes you feel important and special and genuinely cared for.
100%. Yeah.
So you did mention earlier why you created Nurse's Choice. I'm not sure if you want to dive into that a little bit more, but can you tell us what differentiates Nurse's Choice to some of the other home LEDs that you can buy, on eBay or I guess Amazon or, in a department store?
Okay, I'm so happy you asked this question. I was like trying not to say it before, and I was like, no, wait, I really, really wanted to answer this one. So there are so many LEDs on the market, which I'm sure that you're aware of. And then when I was looking at getting LED, because I was like, all my clients wanted one, like people want to take things home with them. But I was like, everyone I looked at or got education on, I was like, this is not the perfect fit for Nurse's Choice. It's not just about like the appearance of them, because everyone wants something, like we're in that industry where everyone wants everything to look aesthetically pleasing. So it wasn't just that for me, because I felt like there was like hot pink ones, there were blue ones, and I was like, I can't have that sitting on my shelf. So I wanted something that didn't just look good. But then when I was diving into the science of these masks, they had all these colors, which is well and truly good, but they weren't science backed. So that's when I looked at the difference between a medical grade chip and an RGB chip. So at Nurse's Choice, we use a medical grade chip that we carefully designed to ensure that the correct wavelengths is used for each therapeutic outcome. A lot of other masks on the market have a one RGB chip, which you can't get the right output to deliver the right therapeutic outcome to get the results you're after. So that was a massive game changer when I was doing all my science-backed evidence and researching and because I tried every mask on the market. You should have seen me. I had every mask, and that was a massive standout. So we only use the medical grade one. We also only use the 4 colors, because you can't actually get the outcome if you're having 7 colors coming out of the one chip. Another thing I found was a lot of the companies, they would sign you up, they would get you on board, and then you're kind of just left with this product. And I was like, okay, that's like, I'm looking for a relationship with when I introduce something into my clinic. And with Nurse's Choice, we offer all your marketing resources. So we actually have a QR code. We update it weekly where you can go in, pull any of our images out and just pop it on your Instagram to let your audience know about the product. So that was a massive thing because no one has time. And also people don't love that or they're not good at it. So we do that for you guys and we just constantly updating it, high quality images that you can use at any time. The other thing was they would send you stuff and a little bit of education, but then again, that was it. We actually have Susie Hoytings that represents Nurse's Choice, who's very known in the cosmetic industry. And she's done a webinar on how you can prescribe Nurse's Choice to your clients. So you get all that information where you can just get your staff to log in and go on that webinar and educate themselves on Nurse's Choice and how they can prescribe that LED mask to each client that comes into the clinic. And that, I guess, like saves so much time. Like as a clinic owner, I don't always have that time, but it's also so important that my staff are educated and they're all kind of educated in sort of the same way. So we're providing consistent education to our clients that walk in the door. And also just the packaging itself is amazing. It's got all nude colors, gold. I'm sure like you've seen it, we have it. And I just like it fits seamlessly into any clinic. So yeah, that's kind of why I came up with Nurse's Choice. And yeah, I love it. We're in 50 locations in Australia at the moment. It's crazy.
It is. It's absolutely incredible. But I'm just wondering how you do it all. Are you still seeing clients?
Yes. So everyone asks me this question all the time, and my life is chaotic, but I love it. So I guess my clinics, I've got a really, really great team. I've got a great clinical manager, and that's just helps with having the right people is going to help you. Then I come down to Canberra once a month because I've moved to Brisbane, and all my ride and die clients here, I inject when I'm down, which I'm here now, and I normally come down once a month. Then any spare before and after work, I'm doing Nurse's Choice. I've got a team that we can answer your phone calls from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and I'm constantly talking to them. They're constantly making sure that everyone who stocks Nurse's Choice is getting that care because I'm busy, but that doesn't mean that I'm never going to stop making sure that I've got the high quality in every clinic or Nurse's Choice space. And then I also do training for Mertz as well. So I travel Sydney, Canberra, Brisbane, Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, and go into clinics and train them in the brands, which I absolutely love. So I guess when it's something that you're so passionate about, it never feels exhausting or like hard work. Like I absolutely love it and I couldn't see myself doing anything else.
That is just so remarkable. It's hard to even believe. I can just imagine you at, I don't know, midnight looking at photos from a Nurse's Choice photo shoot. It's crazy.
I'm really but I'm really good also. You ask my husband, weekends are our time. And I guess he has his own business as well. So we know how to separate the two as well. As passionate as we are, it's really important if you want to grow in business, you also need to make sure that you're taking time in your personal life to be good, and having those breaks, not blurring the lines, etc. So yeah, at the start, I definitely wasn't like that, but I've slowly learned from my mistakes and know how to make sure I have time for both things in my life. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. And if there was one thing that you could tell clinic owners that they can do to implement this week or today to improve outcomes in their clinic from a financial business perspective or client retention, what would it be?
Well, obviously it's going to be, you need to look into Nurse's Choice LED therapy. It's not only going to help retain your clients, give them better results, but on a retail side as well, like you can make thousands of dollars more each week by implementing Nurse's Choice, plus making sure that you're retaining your clients because they're going to get better results. And I also believe when I leave the space, I love going home with something. I want something to continue the care at home. Today in this industry, it has been so hard, and I've been feeling for all those Queenslanders, and we need to look at everything as a whole now. What can we advertise? LED therapy. What's going to complement those other treatments? LED therapy. What's going to help with your revenue? LED therapy. So I would definitely jump on to the link that I think we're going to provide after this podcast, because we're here to help. We're here to help not just your outcomes, but also a profit margin as well. So definitely have a look into it.
So I'm going to jump straight into the next question because that answer was just phenomenal. Are there any innovations in LED or skin health that you're excited about? Is there anything in the wings?
Well, I think I already gave that one away. We literally just launched at the Beauty Expo the Nurse's Choice hyaluronic acid. So this is working directly with your LED therapy. And I guess we are also just making sure that we're keeping up with the ever-changing industry as well. So you'll have to wait because there's more coming. But yeah, super excited to keep you guys updated in what we're doing behind the end, but I just can't let you guys know exactly what we're doing yet.
That is so exciting. Oh my goodness.
You're like, tell me. I have to wait.
That is fantastic. How exciting. You are just such a trailblazer. It's phenomenal. So rapid fire, tell us a few answers. What is your coffee order?
My coffee order is oat cappuccino.
And your favorite SPF?
At the moment, it's the Meso Aesthetics 50 Plus with the tint. Absolutely love it. I recommend it if you have not tried that yet.
And a treatment you think that is underrated?
LED therapy for sure. You're going to get those results with consistent use, and I think that everyone in their clinic should be using it more.
Totally agree. In clinic, at home, absolutely, it's a no-brainer.
Yes.
April, thank you so much for your time. This has been so fun and you're just so straight to the point. I can see why you get so much done because you just wham, bam, get in there and get it done.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. And I can't wait to see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yes, we'll see you in Perth and we can't wait. And Perth are in for a treat. So lots more exciting things to come.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thank you. April, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your expertise. To connect with April, you'll find links to Platinum by April and Nurse's Choice in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow and subscribe the Aesthetic Business Masters podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or your favorite podcasting platform. And if you found value in our conversation, we'd love for you to leave a review. It really helps more clinic owners and nurses and practice managers discover the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Aesthetic Business Masters.